It's a Tuesday night edition of the Bud Light Monday Night Live Show. We're at Pivs Pub. Alright, so you're not all that upbeat. Most of you aren't even awake. I assure you I went to bed later than most of you did last night, blogging it up. We have two great guests out here tonight. A lot to discuss. First, give it up for Musa Smith being out with us tonight. Beautiful wife is here. They're making a baby. She's out. How many months pregnant is she now?
Little over 8 months.
Man, it could happen right here in Pivs Pub. You got cold water and get towels out. I don't know.
Please don't.
Well, you know, I know you got games coming up here, and tell me what it's like to be a player and wake up this morning after this thing, other than the fact that all of us, we got our feelings hurt, but you guys wake up with sore bodies. But I mean, I've seen a lot of manure in my day, but not quite what I saw in the waning moments last night. And I know the locker room last night, there were a lot of guys talking out of the corner of their mouths about fishing. Well, what do you say to your wife when you get in the car last night? Having beaten an undefeated team and having these set of circumstances happen. Because we're all trying to get an explanation on this thing.
Man, I tell you, last night was probably one of the first nights this season that I was just like, man, like emotionally I was really attached to that loss. Like normally I get over a loss like right away, right after the game. But I went home, I was in the car, I was just saying, I was cussing up the storm on some of the stuff, but I couldn't sleep, and normally I can sleep. And I went to bed around like 3 o'clock. I laid in the bed, and like I just started rambling on about the game, and I was just like, man, we just absolutely just beat this team, and it doesn't feel like a loss, you know, because I personally felt we really beat them, and it really was heartbreaking.
Now, I was going around the locker room last night. You can appreciate my circumstance. I need to get guests out here tonight. You know, I know a lot of guys in the team. Some guys can do it, some guys can't. Went from one end of the locker room to the other, and you know, I was kind of scrambling. I mean, what do you say to these guys 5 minutes after that? Hey, dude, shake it off. Come out to Pivs Pub tomorrow night. You know what I mean? So I went up to Musa, who actually canceled on us about 7 or 8 weeks ago. He had an emergency, he couldn't come out with us, and I said, all right, man. Come out tomorrow, and all you said to me was, man, we beat them. We beat them. That's all you kept saying to me. We beat them. Like, what? And I think everybody in the stadium felt the same way. And I really appreciate you coming out tonight, bringing your wife. But what would you say about the game last night and the game plan had you won? I mean, I don't know if there's anything you could say at the end other than sit here and cry over the spilled milk about how you guys played. Certainly, it was the first time this year that I get the feeling we had almost our whole complement of team. Now, we didn't have Heat, we didn't have McNair, we didn't have Trevor, but when we get the two cornerbacks that are healthy out there, when we can integrate Dan Wilcox back into that offense, we get some of our pieces back. I think we saw last night how good we could be, and I think win or lose, you guys as a team need to be galvanized going into this Colts game to say, we're better than 4-8. We know we're better than 4-8. We know what kind of home field advantage we have, and we just went toe for toe, pound for pound, and in your own mind, beat the best team that we've seen in this generation.
Really, like last night, I really thought as a team, as a whole, we played our best game of the season. I run through my mind, I can just think Willis last night, I think he had one of the best games of probably his career. I would say he ran the ball extremely well.
What made that different? While you're on that, because we were all watching the game, and you're in the meetings, you're in the practices, you're in the walkthroughs, and you've gone out in the games. And you've lost 8 of the 12 games we played this year, and we all try to figure out what's different. Because the Patriots are supposed to be the big bad Patriots. They're going to come in, they're going to beat us up. We're 3 touchdown underdogs, which was a friggin' insult. You know, if I'm on the team, some player on the team pulled some media guys up for the game last night, so we're going to kick their ass. I went on the web on Saturday and predicted a Raven victory, and lo and behold, we went out and ran the ball last night. You're a running back. What made last night work with the O-line or with what we attempted to do with that defense last night?
Well, early in the week, Billy came to us as an offense as a whole, and he said, you know what, if you get 3 yards or more, I'm just going to keep feeding you the ball. And I think we all grabbed a hold of that, and we went out there, O-line was pushing them off the ball, off the line of scrimmage, and we were getting positive runs, and he kept on feeding, you know, Willis and me the ball, and I think the offensive line really liked that. Play calling was was good, and we got the hold of that. We had nothing to lose, and we were feeling good. I really felt, saying before the game out there warming up that, you know, we're gonna have a good night, and it's just too bad that we ended up short.
Do you like your role with this? I mean, I know you probably like to be a guy get 30 carries a game. Everybody wants the ball, but you are a lot of times, and you and Willis don't look that physically different. It's not like Jamal and Priest Holmes from up in the upper deck. I look down. Oh, that's not Willis. Moose has got the ball. And everybody starts yelling, Moose. But I don't even notice when you're in a game and when you're not. But I do notice that you've been touching the ball a lot. And I wonder, for your role with the team right now, what you want to grow into, I think you got to be happy with what you're doing right now with the team.
I'm happy about my situation. I mean, it could be better, but what I've been through, I just feel like I'm truly blessed. And I'm really happy to be out there. And coming up on the 13th game, I don't even think I've played 13 games since I've been in the league, and it's just truly a blessing. I'm just happy to be healthy, and I feel great, man. I feel real good.
I interrupted you. You were talking about Willis and about running the ball, what we were trying to accomplish against their defense. You said, Bill, we'll give you the ball, 3 yards, keep going. But I mean, even in the passing game last night, I think certainly when you start to run the ball effectively, and those safeties and those backers have to account for the backfield, that certainly opens up matchups in the passing game that we got last night. And when Wynn wasn't taking the ball and doing crazy stuff with it, I thought Kyle was very, very effective last night.
It was. Protection was good. And if you get the run game going, you saw that the Patriots had to put down 8, 9 in the box. And that really leaves the outside, saying for the receivers to do something. So I think Coach Billy really wanted to control the clock, and he did. We had nice long drives, and we kept the ball out of Tom Brady's hands as much as he had in the past this year. So that really helped last night.
Musa Smith is out with us tonight. It is all brought to you by our friends here at Pivs Pub and Bud Light, as well as Susquehanna Bank, Charles Newsom, all the Sons Jewelers, and the law offices of Crispin Facetta. I want to bring Quinn Sanuski out. We'll talk to him a little bit. Quinn's here, Moose is here. And we're trying to make the most of this. It's the Yuletide, it's the holiday season. We should have won the game last night. I don't want to cry about it, but I want to talk some football. We'll bring Quinn out. Quinn and Moose, more to go right here on WNST after this.